Have you ever found yourself sitting alone, lost in thought and wondering, does she like me? Sometimes deciphering the signs that a woman is into you can feel like a cruel joke played by fate. You've gone through all the self-help books, but things still seem as confusing as ever. Don't worry, you're not alone in today's video. We won't bog you down with cumbersome rules or complicated formulas, and instead, we'll take you on a journey through the philosophy of Stoicism, a philosophy that values simplicity and clarity. You might be surprised to learn that recognizing a woman likes you and is flirting with you doesn't have to be a tough puzzle. We'll explore how to confidently and clearly perceive these signs without falling into the trap of useless speculation in the spirit of Stoic philosophy. Let's face the world with clarity and patience. Join us as we uncover the 5 secret signs behind smiles and glances and see if there's more than meets the eye with a woman you're interested in. Before we dive in, I'd really appreciate it if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stick around until the end, because each point is significant and might uncover some new insights for you. All right, let's begin. Number 1. Contact. Isn't it captivating? When you catch someone's gaze lingering on yours just a little longer than usual in the realm of human interactions, eye contact can be a profoundly meaningful gesture, especially in the context of potential attraction. Now, from a Stoic perspective, we are taught to observe our impressions and respond to them with reason and detachment. So let's explore this common yet intriguing phenomenon, intense eye contact. Particularly when it comes from someone who might find you attractive, intense eye contact is not just a casual glance. It's a significant nonverbal cue. When a woman is interested in you, her eyes tend to linger on you more than might seem coincidental. Imagine you're in a crowded room buzzing with conversation and laughter, yet her gaze finds a path to your S. This deliberate eye contact is a subtle yet potent form of communication, essentially her way of flirting without saying a word. For Stoics, recognizing this would mean understanding the cue calmly and responding wisely rather than impulsively. Consider a few everyday scenarios. You're sitting in a cozy cafe immersed in a book, and when you look up, there's an engaging stare from someone across the room that seems to draw you in. Or at a social gathering, you notice amidst the noise and movement that she repeatedly meets your eyes with a smile. These aren't mere coincidences, but signals of interest and affection. Historically and across many cultures, sustained eye contact has been recognized as a sign of affection, interest, and intimacy. It's how human beings have silently communicated their feelings long before words are exchanged. In the philosophy of Stoicism, we might see this as an impression, an indication of something significant that demands a thoughtful and composed response. If you're someone who practices Stoicism, you might analyze this interaction calmly, seeing her gaze as an invitation to possibly engage in a deeper connection. It's essential to approach such situations with the clarity and peace that Stoicism promotes, recognizing the potential for a meaningful interaction while maintaining your equanimity. So when someone gives you a long, meaningful look, they might be flirting. It's her way of signaling interest, perhaps a gentle prompt that she would like to get to know you better. Such moments are ripe for the Stoic practice of thoughtful engagement, seeing the opportunity in the impression, responding not just with your emotions, but with reasoned friendship. Number 2. Gestures in the world of Stoicism. We're encouraged to be observant and deliberate about our interactions, understanding the deeper meanings behind simple actions. So when it comes to recognizing signs of attraction, noticing how someone mirrors your behavior can be quite telling. Mirroring is a body language technique where one person subconsciously imitates the gesture, speech pattern, or attitude of another. This is often a sign of rapport and can significantly increase feelings of attraction. Mirroring is a body language technique where one person subconsciously imitates. It's a powerful way to communicate without words, and when done subtly can indicate that someone is attracted to you. Let's look at some common examples. Imagine you're at a small get-together with friends and you notice that every time you look at her, she's already making eye contact with you, or perhaps during a conversation. She leans in every time you do, reflecting your posture and engagement. Have you ever adjusted your hair or straightened your clothes and seen her do something similar almost immediately afterward? And those small nods, when you nod during a discussion, yes, these are all instances of mirroring in Stoic terms. We might interpret this behavior as an alignment of inner attitudes expressed through physical actions. It's fascinating because it not only shows a potential attraction, but also a psychological alignment. Stoicism teaches us the value of harmony in relationships, and mirroring can be a subconscious testament to this harmony. Moreover, research suggests that the more time people spend together, the more their habits and behaviors begin to align. This isn't just about physical gestures. It extends to matching each other's pace and volume in conversation, and even using similar vocabulary. It's a sign of increasing compatibility and comfort with one another. Keep this in mind, although opposites might be drawn to each other. It's often the things we have in common and the actions we share that build stronger connections. Pay attention to these small signs. They could be giving you valuable insights into your relationships and connections without you even knowing. Maybe if you notice someone copying what you do next time, it could be the beginning of a deeper bond or a new friendship. Number 3, compliments. Men particularly enjoy receiving compliments from women. It gives a real boost to their self-esteem. It's like a verbal pat on the back that says, "Hey, you're doing great." But there's more to it when it comes from someone who might be interested in you romantically. So when a woman is attracted to a man, one of the ways she expresses this attraction is through compliments. This isn't just about being nice. It's strategic, it's flirtatious, and yes, it's as effective as it is subtle. If she starts showering you with kind words, not just about how you look but also about your personality, your sense of humor, or how you handle certain situations, that's her way of flirting. She's not just being friendly, she's letting you know she likes what she sees and appreciates who you are. Imagine you've just aced a presentation at work, and she tells you really have a way with words. You know it's impressive, or perhaps you're both at a friend's barbecue and she remarks you have such a great way of making everyone feel at ease. These compliments aren't just casual observations. They are signals, indicators of her interest and admiration from a Stoic perspective. This practice of giving and receiving compliments can be seen as an exercise in understanding and managing emotions, both ours and those of others. Stoicism teaches us not to get swayed by external affirmations, but to appreciate them judiciously. It reminds us to be mindful of why compliments feel good and to respond to them with grace and equanimity, recognizing the intentions behind them without letting them cloud our judgment. Compliments do more than just make a person feel good. They open doors to deeper communication and connection. When a woman compliments a man, she's not just saying nice things. She's communicating her respect and admiration for him. She's making it clear how she feels, which can be particularly heartwarming and motivating. The next time someone compliments you, take a moment to really take it in, consider why they said it and what it means, whether it's just a nice moment or could lead to something more. Remember that compliments are a great way people show they appreciate and connect with each other. Number 4, have you noticed how inquisitive someone can become when they're attracted to you? It's a universal sign, easy to recognize. If you're paying attention, women often lauded for their perceptive and inquisitive natures really dive deep. When they're interested in someone, This curiosity is their way of exploring the world of the person who has caught their eye. It's not just casual chit-chat. It's a meaningful exploration driven by genuine interest. If a woman starts asking you about your background, your dreams for the future, or even your day, today preferences take note. She's not just making conversation. She's showing a clear interest in who you are and what makes you tick, for example. Let's say you're hanging out just having coffee and she starts asking about your career aspirations or your hobbies, or perhaps during a group outing. She inquires about your family or where you grew up. These aren't random questions. The world of the person who has caught their eye. It's not just casual chit-chat. It's a meaningful exploration driven by genuine interest. If a woman starts asking you about your background, your dreams for the future, or even your day, today preferences take note. She's not just making conversation. She's showing a clear interest in who you are and what makes you tick, for example. Let's say you're hanging out just having coffee and she starts asking about your career aspirations or your hobbies, or perhaps during a group outing. She inquires about your family or where you grew up. These aren't random questions. They are deliberate attempts to understand you better, and if she goes a step further to ask, if you're single, or subtly probes to see if there's someone special in your life, that's even more indicative of her interest. This level of inquiry is a pretty bold move in the flirting playbook Stoicism. A philosophy that values wisdom and self-control offers an interesting lens through which to view these interactions. It teaches us to observe our reactions to such inquiries with a calm and rational mindset, understanding why these questions affect us the way they do can help us respond more thoughtfully. In these conversations, she's subtly checking for compatibility, seeing if there's a common ground on which a deeper relationship might be built, whether or not you catch these hints. They are her way of telling you, I like you and I'm interested in seeing where this could go. So if you're in a conversation. Number 5. Exchange number 5. Laughter and smiles from a Stoic perspective. Understanding our emotions and how they manifest in interactions can provide profound insights into our relationships. So when a woman shows interest, her reactions, such as smiling and laughing, can be very tell and smiling. And laughter are universal signs of joy and comfort. When a woman is flirting, these expressions are amplified. You might notice her smile broadening. When she makes eye contact with you, a clear signal of her engagement and interest. It's fascinating to observe, because these smiles and the laughter that follows aren't just social courtesies. They're genuine reactions to connection and enjoyment. For instance, think about the last time you shared a light moment with someone. If a woman is attracted to you, her smile won't just be polite. It will be radiant, often accompanied by a blush. This blushing is a natural response to excitement or adrenaline, like what one might feel when experiencing affection or attraction. It's a physical manifestation of her emotional state, an honest and unguarded reaction that Stoicism teaches us to appreciate for its sincerity. Now, humor plays a crucial role here. Women often appreciate men who can make them laugh. Your sense of humor might not just brighten her day, it could also be a key to her affection. Have you ever told a simple, perhaps even slightly lame joke and noticed that she laughed heartily? That laughter, especially if it seems a bit more than the joke warranted, is a great indicator of her interest. It shows she enjoys your company and finds joy in your interactions, beyond just the content of what's being said. So if you crack a joke and she laughs freely, consider it a good sign. It's her way of letting you know she appreciates your humor. It's a perfect follow-up to what we've discussed today, and I think you'll find it incredibly insightful. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Your support is immensely appreciated, and we look forward to bringing more interesting, thoughtful, and inspiring videos your way. See you in the next video.